Hello and welcome. In today's video, I want to talk more about the perfect manicure. My definition of a perfect manicure, because I am someone who is obsessed with getting my nails done, and I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to all things beauty and looking for the best nail technician. And you've probably heard of the term Russian manicure, so I wanted to tell you more about what it is and why it's not essentially Russian. So the term Russian manicure has become popular because it's a technique that originated in the Eastern Europe, in countries like Ukraine and Belarus, and it's just spread around. But what it is, it's actually a technique of performing a manicure. And it's different from a traditional manicure as we used to know it by 4 steps essentially. So one of the biggest differences between a traditional manicure and the so-called perfect manicure, in my opinion, is that it's a dry manicure. So there was no soaking, and it's the use of an e-file as well as cuticle removal. And also one of the biggest differences is the way the polish is applied, which is as close to the cuticle as possible, which allows for like even layer and of polish. And this technique actually requires a lot of skill because an e-file is actually really dangerous, because if someone who is not skilled is performing this procedure, it's really easy to cause a lot of damage and harm. And so in my opinion, I think not soaking is so much better, and it's just way more efficient and safer. It's faster as well. And actually my story with getting my nails done dates way back, because I actually started getting my nails done regularly. I'd say before gel polish, it was every 2 weeks. And it all began when my mom didn't know how to help me stop biting my nails. And so she promised to take me to get my nails done if I didn't bite my nails and I grew them out. And so I got them done. I had such an amazing experience and I was so in love with my nails. And of course I didn't want to bite them in order not to ruin them. And that's how I stopped biting my nails. And ever since then I used to get my nails done every 2 weeks before gel polish. Yeah, ever since 3rd grade, I've been getting my nails done. I love it. It's just like brushing my teeth for me. It's very important for me. And it is also very important for me to find the best technicians. So for example, I am really loyal to my nail technician that is in my city. However, I wanted to share with you how to find your nail technician, how, for example, if you're moving to a new city, how to look for one, and how I found my technician. So one of the things that I do, I guess the first thing is, if I'm in a new city, and I still don't know a good salon, or I don't know anyone, I ask for recommendations. If there's a friend I have whose opinion when it comes to beauty and nails, if I know that they are as meticulous as I am, I ask them, of course. Secondly, if there is no one to ask, if I don't have anyone in the city, like I'm completely new, I don't know anyone, no one knows anyone, I usually just go to Instagram. And my rule of thumb is to just type in the name of the city, hashtag city, Poland, and manicure. And then I just, whatever comes up, and I just sort through. And usually just by looking at the pictures, I can tell whether it's a good manicure or not. However, it is always important to make sure the pictures that the salon or the nail technician posts are their own, because a lot of people sadly steal other pictures, so that when you get your nails done, there was not so much of a match when it comes to expectations versus reality. So I always ask and make sure that the photos portfolio are pictures of their own. And also one thing that is really important for me is to make sure the tools that they use are really cleaned and very hygienic. This is the number one priority, because it's always, of course, when it comes to anything beauty and cutting cuticles, it's really easy to get infected, like to spread infections. So always make sure. So I guess once the hygienic part is ticked off and I found a place where I think they do a good manicure, then the next step is to go out and try. But it doesn't end there. Even if you are in love with your nails as soon as you left the salon, you still have to give it time and see how well it wears. Because if it chips off in 2 days, it's not really a good sign. So of course your nail grows out naturally. So usually, like with my nail technician here, my nails just grow out, but the nail itself, the polish, stays perfectly intact unless I do some harm myself, but that doesn't count. So I guess these are my top tips on how to find a good nail technician. Always ask for recommendations, always look for their social media. For some reason, I don't always opt for like Google reviews when it comes to beauty salons, because I don't think they are as relevant or as actual. When it comes to beauty compared to like cafes and restaurants, that's different. So when it comes to salons, I usually just check out their social media, because to me, and I know that they keep it up more compared to their Google reviews. So that, and yes. So in my opinion, traditional manicure versus this perfect Eastern European manicure or so-called dry manicure is way better in terms of how it looks, how it wears, just the practicality of it. So I hope you find this somewhat helpful, and if you have any tips of your own, please let me know. If you have any suggestions for new videos and ideas, I'd love to hear, and see you in the next one.